Hello guys, and welcome back to PhD and Productivity. Today I'm going to be giving you an update on my 12-week goals. So I'm currently about 4 weeks into the 12-week year, which is a book that teaches you to use more like 12-week goals instead of year-long goals, which a lot of us tend to set in January and then not really look at until halfway through the year when, we could have gotten things done a lot sooner. So doing 12-week goals helps us to do a lot more in a shorter period of time. So I've made videos before about my 12-week goals and what they are, and as well how I'm setting up my weekly plans based on them and how I'm evaluating my weeks based on that as well. So if you want to see those videos, I will have them linked for you down below. As well, there will be future updates and future goal setting videos, so if you guys want to see more stuff like that, I highly recommend that you would subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when new videos are uploaded. The 3 goals that I set for these 12 weeks were 1, to develop a healthy and happy routine, which as a PhD student it's very important. If you want to, continue to be producing high quality work, it's very important that you remain healthy, and that way you'll be able to continue working and just be able to produce good work. Whereas if you're unhealthy or if you're fatigued, it's not really possible to be producing at a high level. So it's very important to be having a healthy routine, and mentally healthy routine as well. So that's one of the goals for this 12 weeks, is to get to a place where I feel like I have a good routine that's centered around health and mental health. And then the second goal is to write and submit 3 conference papers in the next 12 weeks. So that's again related to my PhD. And then the last goal was to get this channel monetized in the next 12 weeks. So getting to 1,000 subscribers and to 4,000 watch hours. So firstly, just to update you on the health and mental health goal. So the way I went about this was to put together a daily routine and sort of a weekly routine that focuses a lot on health and mental health activities. And I think my morning routine that I've set up has been going really well, and if you guys want to see a video where I go through my morning routine, it's really good for anyone who's a student because it sets you up really well for the day. It definitely makes me feel very energized and focused and just great by the time I get into work. So if you want to see that, please let me know in the comments below because I'd be happy to share. But I do think that's been going really well. I definitely feel like getting into work, I feel great. However, by the time I get home from work, I'm absolutely exhausted, and all I want to do is to sort of have my dinner and relax on the couch and go to bed pretty early. So I haven't really been sticking to the evening routine that I set, which was to do sort of like half an hour to an hour of yoga or stretching, do some journaling, which I have been doing, and to read some fiction before bed. So I haven't been doing that because I've just been too tired. So I think that's something that I need to reevaluate now that it's 4 weeks in. I think I should change it and see if there's some other routine that would fit better. And similarly, I haven't really been taking very good breaks during my day because I've been sort of focusing on a lot at the moment. There's a lot going on during my PhD studies at the moment. So I've just sort of been taking shorter breaks, and I think it's important that I should take more of a recharging break during the day. So that's sort of one of the things I'm going to be focusing on for the next 4 weeks at least, is to make the most of my breaks during the day and put together a more doable evening routine that would still have me feeling healthy and mentally healthy and everything like that. Because while I do feel the morning routine has been going very well, I'm actually sick at the moment and just a bit run down in general, so there's obviously something not working there. So the second goal was to write and submit 3 conference papers in the next 12 weeks, and it's not really about being first author on all these papers. More so, given that these would be my first papers as part of my PhD, I'd likely be more like second author at least for 1 or 2 of them, and maybe first author for 1 or 2 of them. So that goal is actually going pretty well. Me and my supervisor are about to submit first paper in the next week. It's pretty much finished as well, which is great. It's going really well. So even in just 4 weeks, we've been able to make models on a given data set that we had already, and make some valuable insights enough to be able to produce something for a conference that's coming up. So I'm really happy about that, and I've been really enjoying working on something solid. I think that's quite important. I'm only within the first 6 months of my PhD, and I think it's very important to get some early successes because it's really motivating. It definitely makes me feel like I'm working well towards attaining my PhD by already being on such a good track. Very happy with that. And then the second paper is going to be sort of a side project that I've been working on. I haven't been working on it a huge amount. It was more so in the summertime I was working on that, and now we're going to be starting to work on it again in order to produce something for a conference. So that submission is at the end of March, and I think it will be possible because there is a lot of the general programming work done. It's more so finding a way to describe it that will be suitable for the conference that we're trying to submit for. And then the last will be more so again to do with my specific PhD, and probably working continuously on the first project and developing it further in order to be able to submit for another conference something different but using maybe similar techniques or the same data but trying things a different way and coming up with something a bit different. There's another submission date in mid-April and one at the start of May, so depending on how things go, I should be on track to achieving my goal of submitting 3 papers in the next 8 weeks, I suppose, until the 12 weeks is up. So again, really happy with how that goal is going, and if you want to hear more about sort of where I am at in my PhD, I'd be happy to give sort of like a 3-month update, which would be, I started technically in October but not really until mid-November. So if you wanted to hear like how my first 3 months of my PhD were, how the first 6 months of my PhD were, please let me know in the comments below, because I think it's quite helpful and I think it's not something that a lot of people share. So if you're interested in doing a PhD, you might want to see sort of how it kind of tends to go for the first couple months, because my first couple months were definitely a lot different to what I expected, and that's because there's not really a lot of resources out there. So my main tactic for the writing process, one thing is that I'm taking an academic writing class for scientific writing. That's been really helpful for me to be able to produce high quality writing. That's something that I'm doing alongside this 12-week goal of writing the papers. But similarly, I've been working a lot with productivity to make sure that I'm able to produce high quality work in a short period of time. So I've been reading a lot of different books on Audible about productivity, one of which is Deep Work. That has been very, very helpful for me to be able to produce such like high amounts of work in a short period of time. So I highly recommend that book. I actually made a video about my deep work habits. If you want to see that video, I'll have it linked for you down below. But it's definitely been one of the things that's caused me to have such high productivity in these just 4 weeks really, that I've already got this first big piece of work done. The last goal was to monetize this YouTube channel. I wasn't sure how this goal was going to go. Some of you who are here for the PhD content might be wondering why this would be relevant to you, but one of my general goals with my PhD was to get better at scientific communication, and just with sharing, you know, the fact that I'm doing a PhD in computer science and being a woman in STEM, like that's very exciting and everything like that. So I think it's very important to communicate that with other people. So one of the ways that I wanted to do that was by starting this YouTube channel all about doing a PhD and being productive in your PhD. That's sort of why I want this channel to be successful. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed in the last couple of weeks really, because it has been very motivating for me, and it's very important to me to continue to share my PhD journey. I think it's very important, like the whole scientific communication field in general. I'm just feeling very motivated by the fact that all of you guys have been subscribing and enjoying the videos, so I just wanted to say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet but you're enjoying this video, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see future videos like this or about PhD life and things like that. So again, I really appreciate all of you guys for subscribing, but I'll just explain a bit about how the success has been going for these couple weeks. So I guess for the first 4 weeks, my general goal was to get up to 100 subscribers. I had a couple of weekly goals, and towards the middle, this goal was not going well at all. So about 2 weeks ago, when my goal was to get to 50 subscribers, I was only on 30 on the Friday, and my goal was to get to 50 by the Sunday. And I was just feeling very demotivated with the channel. But then I started to post some of my videos in some Facebook groups about doing a PhD, and that really caused my channel to, you know, have its first kind of takeoff. So I got up to 130 subscribers within the next 5 days, I think, after that. So that even I already surpassed my goal to get to 100 subscribers by the time it got to that Sunday. So that's the Sunday that just passed. So by that point, I was up at 150 subscribers. And that was very motivating for me to be able to keep going with this goal and keep going with the channel. So Again, thank you so much. But that was the main thing that caused me to gain subscribers in this time, was by posting to these groups. As well, I'm not someone who really uses Facebook a lot. Coming back onto it after being off it for a good couple of years and engaging in these groups has been really nice, because it's quite motivating for yourself, like for me anyways, as a PhD student, to see all these other people who are doing it as well and having, you know, different problems or things like that, and being able to engage with the community of PhD students is really great. Because I feel like, obviously because my channel right now is quite small, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I think I'll be able to use a community tab, but for the moment there's not a huge amount of engagement that I can do with you guys. So having the Facebook groups has been really helpful, and I'm actually considering making my own Facebook group specifically for this channel. So if you think that would be a good idea, like, let me know in the comments below, because if you guys would be interested, then that's something I would definitely do. Posting in the Facebook groups has been what's caused me to gain subscribers in this time, and now that's caused my videos to do quite well. So now I'm just getting other subscribers from search and things like that as well. So my tactics for that goal was to post 3 videos a week, which has been pretty unrealistic considering there is construction going on in my house at the moment, so I haven't been able to film at home. So there was a significant gap in videos in one point during the last month, and that was because I was not able to film in my house. But then last week I realised I was able to film on campus if I got in really early and went into one of the rooms that are available. So that's something that I now know I can do. So I shouldn't have any more issues with filming and uploading videos for the next 8 weeks. So again, that's something that's held me back, but now I've actually gotten to the point where I think over the next 8 weeks I will be able to commit to uploading regularly. So the 2 days that I think a week I'm going to upload are Tuesdays and Fridays, so that you guys know as well when there will be new videos coming. And then as well, I want to make sure that every time I'm uploading a new video that I am posting it on Facebook and engaging with you guys in the groups, so that I can promote my videos, because at the end of the day I'm still very small on YouTube. YouTube isn't gonna, you know, promote me all by itself because it doesn't know me yet. So posting to you guys on Facebook directly is better for me to be able to gain the new audience and hopefully share some useful information with you guys. So the goal then for the next sort of 4 weeks at least with the YouTube channel is to get up to 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty ambitious, but with the growth that I've gotten in the last week, if it keeps up like that, I think I will be able to. And again, I'd be really happy with that, because it would mean that I'm continuing with scientific communication and really sharing about my PhD. So it'd be very exciting for me. So that's the general goal. And with regards to watch hours as well, I'm hoping to get my videos up to more like 50 hours of watch time per video, any new video that I upload by the time it gets to the next 4 weeks being done. So right now, with the new growth of some of my videos, they're at more like 30 hours. So hopefully by getting more people to watch them and more people to watch my new videos, it'd be more like 50 hours, and then by the end of these 4 weeks I would hopefully be up to about 1,000 watch hours, which again is pretty ambitious, but I'm very hopeful. That's the goals with regards to the YouTube channel and with this scientific communication that I'm trying to go for. So guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you would like to see the future updates about these goals or future videos talking about any of the things that I mentioned, such as PhD life and scheduling and being productive in a PhD, it would be useful even if you're not doing a PhD, but just if you're a student or somebody working on any kind of knowledge-based job. So I really hope you guys will subscribe and hit the bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. And please give me a like as well, because it really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next video.